Lately, I've been wondering, how do you stay confident when it feels like everything is falling apart? People glamorize confidence a lot. They make it seem so easy. They make it look like all you have to do is look good, repeat a few affirmations, and boom, you're good to go. I mean, we all know that famous Rihanna interview when they asked her, I think, what do you do on those days when you don't feel confident? And she said, pretend. And I get that. I do that most of the times. There are times when I don't feel confident and you fake it. You fake it till it actually becomes a reality. But what do you do on days when you're at your lowest, when it's like everything is going bad for you? You feel so overwhelmed. You literally cannot fake it, because if you try to fake it, your mask is going to slip and people around you are going to see you for that person you are trying to avoid being seen as. Recently, I watched the first video I ever made. I mean, the proper first talking video I made. The video I made that made me feel like, okay, I enjoy doing this. This is something I want to do. I mean, sitting in front of a camera and talking to you kind of video. So I watched that video, and that video was on confidence. I don't really know why I chose that topic, but I know as at the time, my friends around me, they always used to tell me how confident I was. They would ask me for tips on how to be confident. And I think that's even what inspired that video. Somebody had asked me how I managed to stay so confident, and I made a video about it. But what my friends did not know was I was not always a confident person. Now, I remember back then, when I was in the university, because I got into university at a very early age, and when I got into school, that was when puberty really hit for me. I struggled with acne. I had lots of acne, and my acne really affected my confidence. I became so shy and insecure. You know, if you have acne, you understand what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you walk down the road and people will constantly stop you and want to talk about your face, offer recommendations, products, and all of those things. It was a lot, and it really affected my confidence. So even back then, when I'm going to class, I'll just bow my head down. I don't want people to see me because I was shy. Do you understand? I'll just go to class, sit in my little corner, talk to like the only two friends I have, because I'm this kind of person, like, I don't know how to make friends. Like, I'm friendly, but if you come to me like you want to be my friend or like you like me, I would receive you wholeheartedly. But I don't know how to go out of my way to talk to people or to form friendships with people. So I only had like two friends in class that I would talk to. Now, everything changed for me when I met Ezinne. In fact, going on, I decided I want to talk about my friends, like not just my friends, but people who have like made an impact in my life. I want to come on here and mention their names and give them their flowers. So subsequently, I'll be dropping names of my friends. So today we're talking about Ezinne. So everything changed for me when I met Ezinne. Now, Ezinne was a girl in my class, like my normal classmate, same level and everything, but we're not friends. She had her own clique or our own circle of friends, which was even like outside my department. And me, like I said, I didn't talk to a lot of people. But then in Madonna, they used to do this thing where they reshuffled hostels, and then they reshuffled Ezinne to my own hostel. So since we're in the same class and we're in the same hostel, we built a rapport and we started talking to each other. And I think one thing that really made us click was our love for music, because back then I was obsessed with pop culture, like all the artists, all the Nicki, Beyonce, Rihanna, like I had all their songs in my phone, and she too, she was like that. So we kind of like connected over music. But as time went on, she just started to talk to me about, like, you know, how she used to see me in class. She'd be like, who is this quiet girl, who is this fine girl? And back then I didn't used to see myself as beautiful, but Ezinne made me see myself as beautiful. Ezinne made me fall in love with my body, like, because then people used to tell me I was curvy, but I didn't used to believe, because I told you now, I was obsessed with pop culture, and my definition of sexy, or my idea of somebody having a nice body, was all these them Nicki, them Beyonce. So it's like, if I don't have hips like Nicki Minaj, what do you mean by I'm curvy? Ezinne literally brought a tape, measured my hip waist ratio just to convince me that I was sexy. Ezinne made me work out. I don't know, but like Ezinne made me overcome the insecurity I had, and she made me regain my confidence. So I don't think there's anywhere in this life that I would go to and I'll talk about confidence and I won't make mention of her, because of the impact she had on me at that time. Because if I had continued on in life, and the thing is, she noticed, she was like, she used to notice how I would walk into class and all of those things. If I had continued with that character, I would grow into being someone who is timid, who is shy. But Ezinne, I don't know, Thanks, I love you. So anyways, 5 years later from when I made that video on confidence, I'm here again to talk about confidence, but this time around it's going to be from a different angle. Because when I made that video, I think I was in a good place. I was happy with myself, life was great, I had a good job, I had just gotten my first apartment, although it was not anything like flashy, but it was okay for me. But currently I think I'm in a building phase of my life. Like, I'm really trying to build my life. Every day I'm working so hard, I'm trying to create something for myself, and on some days it's really difficult, some days it's overwhelming, some days you start to doubt yourself, some days the confusion, it comes in and it can just be a lot. And the way people talk about confidence is usually from the angle of, oh, don't be shy, take up space, you are the hit girl, like be fabulous. It's usually from that angle. But like, what do you do on those days when you're at your lowest, when it's like you can't fake it, when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, when you don't even know what to do anymore? What about confidence on the days you are not sure of anything? I've realized that this kind of confidence, the quiet kind, is the most powerful kind of confidence. The confidence that gives you the courage to keep trying, the confidence that says, I may not have it all figured out, but I'll keep trying. Confidence that allows you to rest without feeling guilty. Because I know, like, this morning, my mind, because now I've been trying to build this 5 a.m. routine where it's like I'm up by 5 a.m. so I get started on my day. That way I'm more productive. But this morning I woke up, like, my mind woke me up by 5 a.m. but I just felt so tired. I was so drained, I couldn't get out of bed, and I just laid in bed. It's not like I was really sleeping, but I just did not want to stand up. I laid in bed till about 7 a.m. and then I got up, used the bathroom, went back, and then I was just feeling so sad. I think I even cried. Yeah, I definitely did cry. I was just feeling so sad and just overthinking some things. Like, I can't wait. There's so many things I cannot wait to share with you, but I don't want to share it at a time when I'm complaining. I want to share it as a testimony, you know. And after crying for a while, I prayed while I was crying. I don't even know the exact order, and my mind just told me to rest. That, Debbie, don't worry, you don't have to work today, just rest. Like, rest till 12. I gave myself permission to rest till 12 a.m. and I allowed myself to just be. I wasn't doing anything, and then after some time I picked up a book I was reading and I allowed myself do something I actually enjoyed. So the kind of confidence that allows you to rest without feeling guilty, the kind of confidence that allows you to ask for help. I'm this kind of person that I don't ask for help. If I'm asking you for help, or if I'm running to you when I have issues, it means I really trust you, or you're somebody I feel emotionally safe with, because I don't go around asking people for help. So that confidence that allows you to be that vulnerable to ask for help when you need it, that confidence that gives you the ability to believe in yourself even when no one is clapping for you, especially when nobody is clapping for you. So if you're in that space right now where everything feels heavy and it's like you don't really trust yourself, you don't know what you're doing, you're just like, the lines are blurry basically, I want you to know that confidence is not always loud, confidence is not always perfect, confidence is not always strong. Sometimes confidence is just about showing up. That's what I'm doing. I'm showing up for myself in every way that I can. Most times I don't have it all figured out. Most times I'm confused. Everything is a mess. But no matter what, I just keep trying to show up for myself, regardless of how I feel on the inside. So I'm just learning that confidence is not always loud. It's not always a red leaf and a power suit combo. Sometimes it's getting out of bed when you don't want to. Because by the time I got to that 12 p.m., I still did not want to get out of bed. I just wanted to be there and just have the whole day while away. But I told myself before I started resting that, okay, we're going to take this extra rest to 12 p.m. So by that time, I knew I needed to be disciplined to actually get up and get started with my day. Confidence is trying again, even after failing the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time. You're still standing up, you're still trying. That is confidence. Confidence is something that I realized is not just a vibe. It's not a vibe. It's not something you just put on and take off. Confidence is a decision you choose to make, and sometimes just showing up is the win. And while I still want to be that girl who walks into a room and lights it up, I also want to be okay with being that girl who barely made it out of bed today because she's trying, and that's okay.